Hi, my name is Bruce Leong. I'm the Director for Technology and Strategy at Mount Alvernia Hospital.
I'm Teo Xiang Zheng, and I'm the Vice President of Consulting at Ensign InfoSecurity. Many of the practices that are out there push organizations towards a compliance outcome. And that is, if you do these 10 things, you're good enough. Where does it fall through the cracks? Essentially, is about the organization not ensuring that the processes are truly integrated throughout the organization and its relevant stakeholders.
Have a conversation with your management team and see what is important to you. Then you decide what is actually non-negotiable. The non-negotiable part is not only on tech, the non-negotiable part has to be among all the management team that even if you go ahead and get some procurement, these are the non-negotiable things that you should not even select the vendor, even you think the vendor is capable.
For organizations to actually understand what is non-negotiable, they need to have a very clear definition of what their risk thresholds really look like. You don't put qualitative statements hoping that it will be realized. Rather, and this is something that we are encouraging organizations to adopt, quantify what that risk will look like for yourself and that it is within your appetite.
Most organizations have your cyber tabletop exercises. I would encourage to expand your maturity of your cyber tabletop exercises to include your vendors and your third-party suppliers. You call your vendors and your third-party suppliers or your cyber insurers at 2 a.m. in the morning and test their response. See, they pick up the phone. If they pick up the phone, they'll tell you that please fill up this 10-page incident response before I come on site or response to you. Actually activate your third-party supplier and see how they respond, and that will be a more generic or realistic cyber tabletop exercises.
And I love what you just highlighted there because what you're alluding towards is something that we practice with some of our clients, which is red teaming exercises. Undeclared prompts to test out all the ecosystem effects that may play out. And the other point that you mentioned, 100% support, which is bring all your vendors into the conversation. Whether that be your most critical technology provider, whether that be your managed security services provider, managing your security operations, or your incident response retainers. All those are most critical elements that you might want to bring in from a cyber-oriented outcome. But also not forgetting, for example, your PR agency, as well as if you have a legal team that needs to interface with regulations, and/or, as we are seeing these days, sanctions management and whatnot. Those are meaningful stakeholders that are beyond the organization. You depend on them, but often you think, I just solved my own house.
Empowering and educating your other business partner on importance on cybersecurity practices for yourself, for the third-party suppliers that they engage in procurement is important. You get the buy-in, you get the whole landscape of cybersecurity, even for non-IT procurement and functions. So often when we do cybersecurity monitoring, tech department tend to only focus on their own procurement practices while neglecting that your other stakeholders who engage in their procurement may not have put cyber protection in mind in their third-party suppliers.
And it sounds like you've at least got some inroads into cracking the problem.